Hey, everybody, what is up? Sean Hatzel here with Get Lean After 40. And inside this video, I'm going to teach you the number one best time to eat carbs to optimize hormones and boost your metabolism if you're over 40 years old. So right here on this plate, I have a bunch of cubed baked potatoes with organic ketchup, so low sugar, no high fructose corn syrup, some green beans with a small amount of grass-fed butter, and then on the side here, I have some complete protein. So I have 5 ounces of lean grass-fed beef, and lean is the key, and I'm gonna teach you about these combinations here in a second. And this has some sodium-free enchilada sauce on it, and a little bit of Cholula sauce, which is a hot sauce. So, when is the best time to eat these higher carb meals like this to boost your metabolism and to optimize hormones? Well, the number one best time, believe it or not, is at night. And we've previously believed from scientific literature from 20 years ago that insulin sensitivity is higher in the morning, so that's when we want to consume the majority of our carbs. Now, while insulin sensitivity in general is going to be higher in the morning, when you put the studies side by side, research shows that people who eat their carbs later in the day lose more weight than those who eat their carbs earlier in the day, regardless of insulin sensitivity. And the reason why this happens is, number one, eating carbs at dinner time regulates your cortisol cycle. So when you eat these carbs, it blunts this cortisol at night, which allows your brain to release melatonin and produce serotonin, which will help you induce deep sleep. It will also help with your next day's insulin sensitivity. And there's now several different published studies showing that people who eat the majority of their carbohydrates later in the day actually get a greater hormonal effect in long-term fat loss. Now, the key is making sure, number one, that you time this the right way. So at night for dinner, like about 2 or 3 hours before bed, because you want to let insulin stabilize after this meal. That way, when you go to bed, insulin will be low and your body will release more growth hormone. So if insulin's elevated from the carbohydrates when you go to bed, then you're not going to release as much growth hormone. Doesn't mean it's going to make you fatter or anything like that, but in general, you want to try to wait at least 2 to 3 hours after a high carb meal before going to bed. Now, this doesn't mean you can't have some protein or something else before bed. This is just how carbohydrates work. The second key is, you'll notice there's really no fats in this meal. This is a very lean beef, so there are probably about 12 to 15 grams of fat total in this meal. And I'm keeping the fats lower on purpose because I'm having a lot of starches. So anytime you have a high carb healthy meal, go out of your way to keep fat intake lower, because starches raise insulin higher and faster than other foods. So insulin's a storage hormone, and if it's present from these starches at the same time fat is present in the bloodstream, it's going to take that fat and it's going to store it. So anytime you eat a high carb meal, keep your fat intake lower, and always consume your carbs at dinner time, believe it or not. And the second best time is before and after a workout. So before a workout, they'll be used as energy. I don't recommend this method because I like going into a workout in a fasted state where I can optimize more fat burning hormones, but eating carbs before a workout is a healthy choice, and you will burn off those carbs and you will use them as energy. And then post-workout's another great time. So like, for example, this is my post-workout meal. I just worked out about an hour and a half ago. So this is dinner and a post-workout meal. And after you work out, your muscles are like a sponge that's been wrung dry. So they're empty and they want to suck up energy called glycogen, and the carbs provide this energy. So any carbs eaten in that post-workout window are much less likely to spill over and get stored on your body. Now, this is all part of my one-day hormone resetting solution called the Over 40 Hormone Reset Diet that I created a couple months back. That is going bonkers on the internet. People are getting amazing results. And somewhere around this video, I'm going to put a link that you can click or tap where you can go check that out. It's based on 3 simple pillars that are designed for people over 40 years old to reset their body's master weight management hormones, boost their metabolism, and quickly metabolize more fat cells. The first pillar is meal timing. So teaching you, like I did in this video, how to time your meals the right way when you wake up each day, especially, can boost growth hormone over 1,000%. And I teach you how to do that over at my website, Inside My System. The second pillar is combinations, and I just covered that with you. So how to strategically combine your food. So when you eat a higher fat meal, remember, you want to keep these starches lower, and then when you eat a higher starch meal, you want to keep fats lower. So this is just the beginning of the scientifically proven food combinations I share over at my website. And the third and final pillar is by far the most fun, but you have to be clean during the week to make it work. So you can still have lots of carbs and not store them on your body, but you just want to make sure they're clean carbs during the week. Then on the weekend, at a specific time, if you have a high carb cheat meal at the right times every weekend, you reset two very critical hormones, your thyroid hormones and your leptin sensitivity. Again, this is the third pillar, strategic high carb cheat meals eaten at the right time every weekend. It's all part of my 1-day hormone resetting solution. Head over to my website. If you haven't met my wife, Karen, yet, she's 11 years older than me. She is 59 years old, and it will blow you away how young she looks, and you'll see how she transformed her body after a cancer journey, forced her into premature menopause, and wreaked havoc on her metabolism and hormones. She used this diet to eliminate 23 pounds of upper menopausal belly fat. So thanks for watching this, and keep going strong.